Guardians. I got my camera thing on. It's a little too big. Let me turn it down. It's all dark in here, but that's fine. Watch. Okay. So grinding Nightfall for Hothead. She's a hothead. You ever heard that? It was Captain Beefheart song. Hothead. Alright, so today in Destiny's the website, and what I was thinking is, I'm just going to play it and kind of show you as like a Destiny... This YouTube channel is for like Destiny noobs, so... should I say noobs? It's going to be a better word than noobs. Alright, just show you things I wish I would learn. Destiny for Dummies, whatever. Okay, enhanced radar, blah, blah, blah. This one here. The champions you're going to face. That's always so important, because I always had a problem. I never knew how to shoot them, and I was like, thank goodness for matchmaking, because my team will shoot those barriers down somehow. Finally figured out it's in here. You have to equip them. I was always like, wait a minute, I have my artifact, and last season 16, and it said I can break the barriers with whatever it was last season, but it would never work because you have to have it equipped on your armor mods. So I'm just going to go through and show you a few things like charge with light, like things I wish I would have known, and just explain it for dummies, like when you're charged with light, and what does that mean? Or like unstable essence. You just Google it, you know, but I never do that.
Commander Zavala, we agree
Finally,
to the right to
figuring out.
proving
So I figured as we just
the
play
Cabal
and
sends
grind for
its
it,
champion.
you know what? I
The
realized last
challenge is
time
met.
my
Our blood
desktop
flows
audio is
together.
too loud.
May it lead to unity.
Alright. Oops, wrong one. This is OBS. I had a video on my other channel on how to hotkey, and you can make your own scenes like this. I did a whole video where you can make scenes like this and you just hotkey them. But I forget where I was. Hey, there I am. Alright, sorry team. Yeah. See, I really want like a team I can play with. See, my camera looks a little brighter now. That's better. Right on. This is such a good little sidearm. So right now, I got nothing. If you look right over where my super is, okay, you see the square? And just on stunned and unstoppable. So stuns unstoppable. Well, how do you do that? You need to be able to stun them, because if you remember the last video. So these are unstoppables. If you look, I can't point, you can't see. Strong against unstoppable. Aiming down sights for a short time causes scout rifles tool to fire a powerful explosive payload. And I think it says unstoppable scout. So if you're ADSing, aiming down the sights for a while, it'll say unstoppable above your super. Look right above your super and you'll see a whole feed of things that are going on there. Okay, so scout rifles will do that because you have it unlocked on your artifact, and then you have it equipped. I think there's other ones. You can see, just pay attention to the shapes. You see the triangle? I keep trying to point with my finger if I got a mouse. The triangle, just memorize what these are. You get your triangle, your squares, and your circles. Your triangles are the barriers, so you're going to need to break their shields once they put up their shield and heal themselves, or else you'll never be able to kill them. And then the unstoppable ones, you can kill them, but these are going to take them out faster. And then Overlord, hang on. Oh yeah, you got to stun these guys in order to take their health down really good. And then the Overlord, you need this one on too. It's going to give you the Overlord rounds. Or else you just won't be able to damage them, you know what I mean? If it's so you hit tab and you see all the modifiers right there. You can scroll down and see the other ones, the ones that you have tracked. Oh yeah, always have gunsmith bounties on too if you need enhancement cores. Or you can just run a whole dungeon, take 15 minutes, and then you might get an enhancement core. You will face barrier and unstoppable champions. You know Overlord's here anyway. Alright, it's been a while since I even shot someone. Hang on. Okay, see, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, see, he's got a shield up, but that's because he's the boss dude. And this actually has a little arc burn on it, but it's 25%. You're gonna give 25% more arc damage, but they're gonna deal 50% more. Like, yeah, we can read that. So that's why I have this. This thing works best if there's multiple enemies because it's got Rampage on it. Rampage is where you can go in here
willingly enter my
and
Imperial land tank, the Helphus Electus. You honor me. May you meet a
kills
glorious
weapon
death.
temporarily grant increased damage. So every kill you get, you'll start getting more and more damage. Again, it has that alacrity. Alacrity. Why keep saying alacrity? Alacrity, which is if you're running solo. Oh, I'm not running solo. Don't worry. This is when I was soloing the last sector. It was Rampage, and then I put this modifier on, which increases duration of Rampage. So you'll get 3 times, not 3 times damage, but 3 stacks of increased damage for every kill you get, and this makes it last longer. That's what Rampage is. So if you have a Rampage gun that you like, if you like the perk Rampage, then you usually just put on like target acquisition mod. But if you have something like Rampage or Firefly, I usually put on the mod that enhances that. And my team's doing all the work, huh? Well, I guess because we're talking through. I haven't gotten one charge with light yet. Where am I going? Maybe that's why. You don't get a charge with light, man. You're gonna join your allies here. It's so dark. I like this. Send down your champion. This is like a battle for like, alright, proving. We're gonna show you that us Guardians can handle this. Send us your champion. We'll be there in a minute. I love it. Like, yeah, what are you scoping around us? Okay, see the void shield on that dude? You're never gonna break that down. Now you see the next to the health bar, you see it looks like that? You know, if the left of it, what do you call that? It's not a letter. I'm trying to think of a letter, but an N. There's an up and down left, up across and a down. They're unstoppable. It's like a square O without the bottom. Looks like a cave. Man, why can't I was thinking it's probably like a Hebrew letter or something like that, a different language. If not, that'd be a cool letter. Okay, look at these guys. These guys have the same little thing, but they're not that strong. Wait a second. That was just a void shield. I was looking at a little tiny Scion, but he had a void shield. I'm trying to explain the logo. This guy's got it on the left. But you see on the right, that's what we're looking at on the right there. The triangle. That's got the barrier. So you're going to want an anti-barrier. Oh, I don't have an anti-barrier gun on. I used to. Where'd it go? Hang on a second. It was my Ardo list. That's why. Okay. Now if you look at my weapons down there, you see it also has that pyramid triangle. Backwards L. It'll break through those barriers. When they try to heal, you can get them. Not today, barrier guy. Alright, huh? I got my super or something. I don't know what I was gonna say. I got shot. Oh yeah, so it's your rocket launcher. If in case that's what you're running. If you're looking at this, it'll blow up. I was gonna say something. Well, okay. If you go to Bungie.net, you can go to seasons in your account. Like if you forgot something from the season before, you can actually go back to season 16 and pick it up from like your season's things. Right here. Season. If you forget to pick any of these up, you can go to Bungie.net and you can still pick them up. From last season. It's a brand new season. That's not what I was going to say. These avoid elemental well, so you can have mods on where you can create an elemental well. That was a void one. This is purple, and when you have those, it depends on what your character does by what mod you have. Oh, I was going to talk about my finisher, my helmet. my exotic helmet, and I was talking about builds. The exotic helmet I have is you finish them off
Your guardians
with melee and you do the finisher and then you get health boost and invisibility. It recharges your health immediately, full bar, and it makes you invisible by doing the finisher. And when they have a circle over their head, that means you can finish them off.
They will learn. You would attack my tank directly? It is sacred to my
I really love that line right
They
there.
will
He goes,
fight as though its oil were blood.
you know, we eat the mountains, we drink the seas, which we know. What am I doing? Alright. I'm not getting one charge with light. I'm down. You can put, you push W or F and you can see what the other character is doing. Pretty much everybody knows that one. Gives you a shield right away, so it says shielded. Gives you a little bit of a shield boost when you're revived. That's great for crucible, sniper rifles, you know. Trials of Osiris. When they revive you, the sniper guys would always be right there. I think that's what Bungie added it. Gives you a little shield boost. These little circles over their head, that means you can finish them. There's a barrier guy, so I'm just going to switch over to this. Let me show you. See, I'm about to die. You can just run in there, watch my health bar. Boom. Why did it fill it up? It didn't, what do you call it, proc? It didn't proc that time. That's weird. It's very rare that it doesn't work. Maybe because I started shooting. What's that guy doing? Oh, he's got the same one on as me. Hey. Oh, that was funny. He's like, yeah, you know what's up. Maybe it doesn't work when you're right next to another guy who does it. Maybe we both did it. Oh, he was doing this to me because he got the invisibility. Maybe he knows better. Because you can actually finish off, two people can finish off the same character at a time. I've seen it. I might as well just be live streaming. I guess it's cool if it's on YouTube. Rewatch it. Really want to rewatch this. There's some good tips in here. There's good tips. Let me show you in here while I'm waiting here. So this one here, I'm void all the way. Ascendant shards are so hard to get the last one to... I have one Ascendant shard, and I need it because I want to buy that Sturm from the exotic kiosk. Because I got a drag. I could have sworn I had a Sturm too. It like came with Destiny update a while back. But if you have this, if you have it with the Sturm, you're just switching between weapons. And if you have good handling, you just switch between weapons and you never have to reload. Even if you don't have good handling, but handling just makes it faster. So what handling does is when you swap weapons, it's just faster to switch to the weapon and ready and shoot it. That's all handling is. I always wondered what handling was. What's handling do anyways? Like, well, you have stability. That's how it handles, isn't it? Stability is what it says. Let's say you have to look at the recoil pattern or whatever, the spray pattern on what type of gun you have. The stability just brings it down. Target acquisition is what I usually is the mod I put on. And target acquisition is like full up magnetism. I could be shooting over here, you know, and it'll still get them in the head. So the more target acquisition you have, the more bullet magnetism you have. Like, so I usually just put that on. But like I said, unless it has something like Rampage.
Because I gave them their freedom.
Imagine if they fought because you gave them a hope.
Let's see. This pulse rifle, I put auto rifle on this thing.
Hold strong, Guardians.
I put everything in
One
vault. I don't
final
have anything on me
is
that I
all
wanted to
ask.
show how I do it, but oh, I was talking about void elemental wells as well. So you can actually, so when you're charged with light, it's not going to show me because I'm never going to be charged with light, I guess. But it doesn't do anything unless you have one of these perks on. Like for example, while charged with light, gain a bonus to weapon damage. Each defeated combatant consumes a stack of charged with light, and you can hold a certain amount of stacks of charged with light unless you put on mods that allow you to have more charged with light. But how do you get charged with light? Well, your team, when you're doing random matchmaking, they'll usually drop them somehow. Now, those are those orbs of power, and if you do super, you can get them, but some people have, okay, right here, look, rapid weapon final blows with damage matching your subclass. So I'm running Void right now. If I get rapid kills with my Void, I'm going to make an orb of power, and that's going to charge me with light. Or I can become charged with light by picking up the orb of power. No, what did I just say? You're going to create an orb of power, and then you get charged with light when you pick it up. I just confused some people just now. I think you can learn from our mistakes. And now you're like, okay, I'll never make that mistake again. Whoa, what just happened? Apparently, keep dropping. Oh, darkness is coming after us. You know why? 15 minutes in. Alright, let's kill this boss and then we'll talk about things. Let's try to get charged with light. There's other things you can do when you're charged with light. How did I end up here? I feel like I didn't do anything yet. You guys carried me, huh? What the? I literally just spun out of control to try to go invisible. It hit me. The exact second I pushed the button, it hit me. Charged with light and void. I was going to talk about the elemental wells. We can talk about that. There's a mod that you can put on that, if let's say you want to know how to create. How do you create elemental wells? Let alone what they do. And you can put a mod on that says after you activate your class ability, whatever may be your class ability, after you activate that, the next kill will create it. Let's see if we get the hot head. What's it called? Here, a little finisher. Now look at void invisibility 13, healing. Since he has been healing. Now I can go over here, I can finish this one. So I like to leave people finished off with that little circle above their head. That way, if you're ever in a pickle, you can actually save them to finish yourself off, or just finish them off and then get full health and heal. Let's just kill this guy. I'm goofing around. Enough goofing around. Oh no. Arbalest on those things. What? How silly. Let's use the Arbalest on that. We can use the auto rifle. Hey, where are you going? I'm not really good at scrolling my mouse wheel yet. Probably laughing like, what? Scroll my mouse wheel. I'm serious. Sometimes I'll scroll up. Sometimes I'll scroll down. Like when I'm doing Crucible, I'll never know which way is the weapon I want. And then I'll just be like, oh, I'm just keep scrolling. And then I'll just miss the whole thing and I'll get killed. Alright, well I got exotic. I didn't get the hot head, but...
Kaitor, your champion falls.
You have honored our
I got a
traditions,
strident whistle.
and I must honor yours. I
So
will
that's the
see
thing
you
about
soon.
Destiny. You just gotta keep going and going and going. Now,
I'm
if you
glad.
okay, charge with light. There we go.
You will find our talent.
Overflow's a great perk to have. Look at that, 84 on this thing. 84 rounds of ammo. Overflow, picking up any ammo will get you 84. All right, so now we gotta do that again. 26 kills. Sheesh. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's do one more. 19 minutes. Yeah, we should do this in 15 minutes. Let's do one more. I'll pay more attention now, and then I think I'm finally able to talk us through this and show what at least what I have going on. Oops, change that here, and then you can get more enhancement prisms. So if you need ascendant shards, that's what we're talking about. it's hard to get Ascendant Shards, right? So if you want Ascendant Shards, you can get Enhancement Prisms from here, and then you could take those Enhancement Prisms, if you grind it a lot, and 10 of them you can get an Enhancement or Ascendant Shard. You see here it says Nightfall Weapon, Uncommon. That's what I was showing you here in Today in Destiny. The Nightfall Weapon, rotating rewards, the Hothead. Okay. I should hit start because it's going to be loading this whole time. But in the meantime, I just want to show, okay, check it out. So, it's all void. The affinity's all void. And then, you're really going to want to pay attention to these mods. So, and okay, let me show you something about armor. Notice how it says total is 85. This one's total 61. That's a base energy without anything equipped. Watch. Okay, see it says 61. That's a decent for a low base energy 61. And you're gonna get those ones like from Iron Banner, stuff like that. If you put mods on, it's gonna raise that up.
Commander Zavala,
It's gonna raise that up.
we agree to the right of proving.
And then
The Cabal
once you
sends
masterwork
forth
it
its
and Ascendant Shards, you're
The
gonna get
challenge is met.
a +2,
Our
I
blood
think, to
flows
everything.
together.
So when you make your build, if you want to go mobility, this is how fast you go, and the higher you jump. Defense, that's just defense. You know what that is. This is just as much damage you can take. Recovery. See, I don't have any specific build. You can do. Some people want a specific build like mobility, defense. Some people are doing hundreds on all these. I don't know how they do that. Okay, you're not here for that type of content. This is the basics. All right, 1560. Look at that. See, but see, the total is 48 on the bottom there. Total 48. That's pretty low, and that's even a legendary. So we'll show this, but it's got nothing even in it. Let's see. Even if we put this in here, it's 58. So let's just infuse this. Now this one is, it took that power out. Huh? 1557, total 51. Okay, so that's that. Let me just go through the mods. What do we got here? So anyways, I got +10 mobility because I need to go a little faster and jump a little higher. Rapid weapon fire. You're going to want this one on. You're going to want to be able to create orbs of power yourself without doing your super. So there's use your abilities to create orbs of power. Certain weapons will create an orb of power. Like if you get that perk, or if the weapon has that perk on it, or you put this on. And I would have this on somewhere. I think you can only put on your helmet, actually. Let me see. Yeah, certain ones you can't even put on other devices. Yeah, certain mods go on certain places. So this first row is the same for everyone. You know, for your head, your chest, your arms, your legs, you would increase one of your thingies. None of these thingies. Strength. Okay. This is fun. And then secondly, you want to make orb power. Okay, rapid void weapon, create an orb of power. There we go. So this helmet is creating orbs of power. So I'm double down right here right now because I'm void. So this is matching void. So even if I'm not running void, I'll still create an orb of power, basically. And then rapid void weapon final blows create an orb of power. One thing I want to show you actually. Whoops. Always go to your ghost and make sure you have this one on if you're doing Vanguard. Vanguard playlist strikes and Nightfall completions have a chance to drop an additional piece of legendary gear. This is a really important tip because if you're running Nightfall to get that legendary drop, whatever the week is, you're gonna want this on. You're gonna want that on. And why is I have 3 unused? I think I had something else on here, but either way. Increase. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so your arms, this is how you're going to get through those champions. And then also, with this slot, you could put what being charged with light does. So that's giving me that extra damage. And this is how you become charged with light. And so you just read what it says. While charged with light, defeating combatants with void damage grants a chance to drop special ammo, but it consumes all stacks. So that's kind of how that goes. Alright? We can go... Oh man, you guys are like, what's he doing? Sorry guys. So I'll probably stop recording. Maybe I'll just keep it going. Let's see what comes up. Maybe we'll get the hothead at the end of this. That target, that crit spot on the back of the balls gets him more than the front. See that little burner pack on the back? Whatever you call it? Burner pack? That actually has more of a crit spot than the front of them. That was a stasis. Somebody was running stasis and they were trading those.
The Halphus Electus. You honor me.
I'm not running stasis.
Glorious death.
He said like glacial harvest. Okay, so what? That is cool.
My tank is restless. Do what you can.
Dang, because look at, I thought mine was cool.
Or die quickly.
That one has a frozen one with a cat on the front. Shee. That was probably from the Festival of the Lost event. So there's a solstice coming up, and there's a solstice event coming up in Destiny. I love the solstices. I love solstices almost as much as the beginnings. I follow the moon. That's why I do my TikTok and stuff. I do a lot of, I worship the Lord Jesus Christ, God. But I read the Bible in a way
Why will you not stand with us?
that no one can, it just,
My honor guard deserve a role.
there, I don't want to say too much here because it's a gaming channel, but there's a lot of fakes out there. There's a lot of fakes out there trying to make you look bad. A lot of people understand that, And I can see it clearly. I see all the judgment that comes from certain people. I'm like, man, that's not how it really is. That's not true. That's all a big lie. We're loving, good people. We promise. But so that's what I do on my TikTok. If you want to check it out, you'll see. And then if you made it this far, then I appreciate it. I'm just still getting the flow of how I'm gonna do gaming videos as opposed to what I do on my TikTok and my other YouTube channel. Actually, CBT_1. I'm gonna do Bible studies basically. I just study deep things of the Bible. There's a lot of rapture stuff. The end times, Everyone's like, why are you so excited for the end times? I'm like, it's not the end, this is the beginning. We're gonna be living 1,000 years. A lot of people don't realize, a lot of people don't realize that. It's 1,000 years of Jesus Christ as King in this earth. That's what I said, in this earth. The Lord's Prayer, in earth as it is in heaven, not on earth as it is in heaven. In earth, we're in earth, we're in Christ. Very interesting stuff. But you know what? Who can argue with this? Love one another. Treat one another as you want to be treated. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart. Treat others as you want to be treated. But there's a lot of judgment from fake ones that be like, look, we all have our own sins, so we don't judge each other. The real ones don't. We separate the sin from the person. Like, who's to say what to sin? God does, but we don't care. You do you, and we'll still all be friends. But there's so many out there who are like either paid or just weird, crazy, judgmental people, and then it gives us a bad name. In all walks of life, though, Like, oops. Perfect shot. I'll be talking about God a lot on this, probably. Not probably. I can't not talk about it. If I'm just playing and I'm just being me and I'm doing things, Jesus Christ is gonna come up. Actually, see, we're ambassadors for Christ. So people are gonna judge Jesus Christ by our actions. So I hope that maybe if you come to the channel and you might give him a chance. Because you'll see if he is. Anyway, whatever. What I was saying was, we're direct representatives, so they're going to judge him on our actions. So that's why we're held accountable anyways. So it's just better to love one another anyway. Isn't it? Doesn't it feel so much better? I try not to cuss anymore. I mean, I have an old Twitch channel, an old YouTube channel on here. Man, I was cussing a lot, and he was like, yeah, what's so bad about cussing? I don't know. I got 2 kids. You know, it's not what goes into a mouth. It's not what goes into a person's mouth that makes them unclean. It's what comes out. What comes out comes from the heart. That was about kind of washing your hands before eating. They were judging. You know, Jesus Christ was a rebel. That's what people don't understand. The reason why they wanted him out of there was because the Jewish people were enjoying the best they could to keep their culture and all that stuff during the Roman Empire, running the whole show. They're like the Roman Empire, like the Cabal. They remind me of, and they were running the whole deal, and they were occupying the Holy Temple and the whole area. And so, in order to maintain peace, they would just suck up to Jesus Christ and like. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what is God's. And if you think about it, why does the world just seem to hate that religion? By the way, it's no religion. Jesus came to abolish religion. You're not supposed to be a religion. You're a personal relationship with God. Fellowship is great. It's great to fellowship, but organized religion, mega churches, stuff like that, it's like, no. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Our Savior, Jesus Christ. Isn't that cool? Little things like that, God was... Some of the, I don't know, Gnostic stuff or whatever, Buddhist type beliefs. Snorri. Oh, they call them cosmic giggles. That's what I was saying. Ram Dass called it a cosmic giggle or synchronicity or anything like that, where it's like the universe is kind of looking at you. But you take a synchronicity, like the odds of 2 things happening simultaneously. You can take the best mathematician in the world, they can't crunch those numbers. You know? Synchronicity. Carl Jung coined that term when he was a psychologist, and he was talking, for some reason they were talking about scarab beetle, which is really interesting as a scarab beetle, and all of a sudden, in a place where there shouldn't be a scarab beetle, when they were randomly talking about a scarab beetle, there was a scarab beetle on the screen of the window, or something, like on the window when he's talking to a person. He's like, wow, what are the odds of that? And then that's the term synchronicity, but long before someone coined the term synchronicity, there were synchronicities. But those are things like, I call them God winks. It's like God winking at you. And the Bible is one of the books, the only book on the planet actually that everybody's got an opinion on.
Is yours?
But most people never even read it. Most professing Christians, the followers of Christ, never read it. And if you read it, you're like, wow, this thing's alive. Every time you read it, there's something new. Alright. If you stuck with me this long, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see if we get the hothead after this. Made it this far. 35 minutes. Let's talk about the game now, huh? Quit trying to explain yourself. Now I'm trying to, you'll see. You know when they, people have Twitter, and it says, like, let's say they work for a big company or whatever, but they have Twitter, and they're always saying stuff. They always have to say, like, opinions are my own, right? Opinions are my own, that way they don't get in trouble with their company. Well, it doesn't work like that with us. Whatever we say, it's like it's coming from God. So, not coming from God. Oh, look at that, put a shield right there. Say, hey, don't say that. Not, you're correct yourself. It's that's more of a Gnostic belief. Gnostic people feel like we are our own gods. Because if you really think about it, we are, all of us are a creation of God's consciousness. That's all I'll say on that. Wait, oh no more. No, who knows? I don't know anymore. I'll help you out. Alright, so we're doing it. We're playing Destiny, recording a video, and I'm going to talk about a lot of things. And this might be fun. You do a gaming channel, and I'll just keep, I might just live stream, huh? This is a live stream, I'm just talking to myself the whole time. I can do that. I can talk to myself for quite some time. Here, let's see what we got. I don't say it's coming from God. It's coming from a representative here in Christ, and that's what's like whatever we say is like basically okay. This you live your entire life knowing that what you are saying, God is watching you. He loves you as your parent. He is our Father. You put names and labels on it. The Bible, words. Think about Jesus Christ is the Word of God. So the Word of consciousness. Isn't that cool? The Word of consciousness became human. Consciousness created everything. Even if you believe in the Big Bang, still there has to be something. What's before that? 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 They don't know. Okay, why maybe? Because, alright. Once you know, you know. You read that book. You don't even call it a book. Alright, give us the hothead. Alright, enhancement prism.
Kaito, your champion falls.
Your champion fold, Kaito.
Let us meet.
Alright, so you just keep doing that over and over and over again.
You may be a soft, small man, Zavala.
Alright. So, I appreciate y'all, and God bless, alright? Until next time. Wait. Let's do this. Alright, until next time, I'm a ghost.